Welcome to the Arrow Workshop. From tools and projects to how-to tips and tricks, the Arrow Workshop is the place crafters, makers, DIYers, and pros go to get it done. Hi, welcome to the Arrow Workshop. Coming up, we answer a question from the Fascination, and we're joined by YouTuber Serena Appiah to talk about her experiences as a DIYer in our segment, Meet the Maker. But first, here's Jared with upholstery tips and tricks.
Upholstery allows you to freshen up old, dated furniture that you may have lying around the house or that you bought at a thrift store. Breathing new life into old items can be fun, even if folding corners isn't. So here's how you fold corners like a pro. Pinch your new fabric together along the diagonal to line everything up. Then, measure out a 1/2 inch from the edge to leave yourself a little room with the fabric. Snip the top layer of the fabric until you're almost at the corner. Then do the same on the other side. Double check that you left enough to fold and then cut the excess fabric. With the excess fabric on, using your Arrow T50X tackmate and Arrow 5/16 inch T50 staples, fold the corner up nice and taut. Fasten the fabric to hold the corner in place. Pull it tight and then use another staple to fasten. Use additional staples as needed. When you're all done, you'll have a nice folded corner, just like that. Here's a question from Fasten Nation about glue guns. Which glue gun is the best for crafts? The GT20 DT dual temp glue gun is a really great option for crafting. As its name shows, the GT20 DT has multiple temperature settings for your various needs, like crafts, school projects, birdhouses, and even Halloween costumes. The GT20 DT's high temperature setting heats quickly and delivers maximum hold, while the lower setting melts the glue sticks at a cooler temperature rate to protect fragile materials that have low melting points. And while the glue's temperature can change, the precision does not. The GT20 DT's drip-resistant tip offers control and accuracy, especially in tight places. If you want to get crafting, buy our GT20 DT glue gun, buy our mini glue sticks, and get started. What are you waiting for?
Serena Appiah comes to us from her YouTube channel, Thrift Diving. Let's hear what she has to say when we sit down with her and meet the maker.
I have always been a creative person, but in 2010, we bought an old house. It was a 1973, the worst house in the neighborhood house, and we had spent all of our money buying this house. We didn't have any money left over to decorate the house, so I started going to thrift stores, garage sales, any place I could go to get used furniture, and that's when my journey really started. I've been blogging since pregnant with my first child, and when we bought the house, I thought, okay, it's time to turn this blog into a home decorating blog. And it just grew into this site that inspires people to decorate their home with paint, power tools, and thrift stores. So the most important thing to me is inspiring people. There are emails that I get every day, comments on my YouTube channel where people tell me, because of something that you taught me, I can do this now. I can use power tools, I can build things, I can paint things. So the most important thing to me is really inspiring people, but I also like to set my own schedule. Being able to wake up, go to the garage, work on something amazing, and then being able to share that excitement and that project with people, knowing that they're going to be able to do it themselves. From a book called The One Thing, and it really taught me that if you want to achieve anything in life, you have to focus on one thing at a time. And so as DIYers, a lot of times we start 10,000 projects. So for me, the best advice was focus on one thing. And that can be true in anything in your life, right? Especially with projects. Focus on one project at a time, set a goal, and if you organize all of your projects that kind of way, I guarantee you can actually finish some of them and not leave all of them unfinished. I took this old toddler bed, and once my son was a little too big to use this bed anymore, we were gonna drop it off at the thrift store. Well, The bed was not going to be donated. It was kind of wonky. And so when I set it upright, I thought, oh my gosh, this looks like a bench. And so I ended up turning this old toddler bed into a garden bench. So I built a platform for it. I painted it. I added some cedar boards to it. And I would say that's my favorite project. I love the Fastener T50 stapler. I use this for a lot of upholstery projects. Anytime I need to staple something down to my wood projects, I love it, so that's a must-have. The other tool I love is a jigsaw. You have to be able to cut, and a lot of times people, they want to make projects, but they're not sure what they're going to cut with. I tell people a jigsaw is like the #1 tool that you should learn how to use, and once you're comfortable with that, you're more comfortable to move on to other power tools. And then the third tool would be a speed square. So this is really important because when you are cutting, when you are measuring, you need right angles, you need things to be cut properly without little wonky sides, and you can do all that with a speed square. So those are the 3 tools that I would say everybody should have in their DIY toolbox. My advice would be, if you're hesitant, you have to not get caught up on trying to be perfect. You see something on Pinterest, it just looks amazing, and you want to create that same thing, but you're not sure of how long it took that person to build those skills. So what I would tell someone is just start. Just start. The best ideas come after you start a project. There's so many projects I have done where I didn't even think of that project or that step or that cute little feature that just made it so unique before I started. It came in the middle. And allow yourself to make mistakes, and don't worry if you don't have the entire project figured out before you start, because like I said, I think the best ideas come once you actually start. My dream DIY project is to build a backyard shed. I go to community college for carpentry, and we're learning how to do rafters and doors and floor joists. So everything that I've learned, I'm now excited to take this to my backyard and build this amazing she shed. So that's my dream project. My style is eclectic. I don't think I've got a personal style. For me, it's not so much the style, it's the project. So if I see a chair that might be a traditional chair, if it's ugly, I want to make it beautiful no matter what the style. So I'm pretty eclectic.
To see some of Serena's projects, visit aerofastener.com/projects. And be sure to check out her channel, Thrift Diving. And as always, thanks for stopping by the Aero Workshop.